angel or
My third eye's open, I can see past the commotion. I can't get lost in the moment. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I live on the side with the chosen. Higher dimensions we going. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My third eye open, I can see past the commotion. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I live on the side with the chosen. Higher dimensions we going. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm guaranteed a check like TSA. One in a million like Elise say. My words come with 50 million in the base. Set my intention, let it marinate. You can get a vibe dope and you get rid of weight. We come together, we need each other in a special way. Sun gazing, Pinot Glendy calcification. Sunbathing this neural melanin activated. Daily affirmations of truth, no affidavit. Shadow work can be a big part of manifestation. I don't want it if it's tainted. And I'm not here to be famous. It's a lot that I came with. I did a lot of explaining. And I talk it how I live it. You don't evolve, then you fall for anything you giving. I'm giving everything that I got and what I'm missing. I'm working on myself, can be my worst critic. Yeah, can be my third eye's open, I can see past the commotion. I can't get lost in the moment. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I live on the side with the chosen. High dimensions we going. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Peace, 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 family. Big energy. You already know the vibe. We back for another one. Shadow Work Sundays, where self-love is therapy, and also where we're switching the shadow codes to light work. I am King Manifest.
it's the guy I Khalil, man. We back for another episode, holding this to the tribe, man. Finna dive deep.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying? Give y'all some more shadow codes to light work, man. Here.
I know that we are in a time where a lot of people are focused on the retrograde energy. You know what I'm saying? And we understand that we are natural alchemizer. But also, we're not going to sleep on this Lion Gate portal energy that we are actually processing and being activated by to go into these new cycles, these new places, these new avenues, these new journeys in our life. You know what I'm saying? And so, with that being said, this episode is titled The Internal Television, because everything that we do, far as what happens in our life, every action or what happens in the future is based off of that internal television and how we're programming it and how it's programming us. You know what I'm saying?
Not safe.
Not safe. Peace, 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 family. Shout out to I'm Authentic, you know what I'm saying? Day one, she's been there since day one.
Holiness.
So much gratitude to her. And so before we get into the show, we're gonna actually tap in. So we got a lot of stuff coming for y'all, you know what I'm saying, for as musically and these sound vibrations. And so let's go and tap in. I don't know if y'all been tapping in with us on Instagram, those that have seen it, and also on YouTube, where we are dropping a single on 8/8 on the Lion Gate portal. We have a message for the collective, you know what I'm saying, and a activation as well. And so let's tap in on that real quick.
Do me a favor and look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, am I perfect yet? If the answer is no, you're right. Being the best version of yourself is part of self-improvement. It's either reaching your limit or breaking your limit. The first step to improve is to realize you're not perfect. Ask yourself who you are. Who you want to become? What are you gonna do about it? A man conquers the world by conquering himself. Learn how to take control over your body and mind.
Dragonflies flying over me. I can see the trees as I plant seeds. Feel like something trying to take a hold of me. Block my manifestation abilities. Ancestors talking, I can hear your voice. Say they trying to rob me for my life force. Well, I'm here to tell you I ain't going for it. On me, I'm protecting my life force.
say, man, big energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm very excited about this one. You dig?
Yeah, man.
So what's the vibe, tribe? You know what I'm saying? How y'all feeling? You know what I mean? So the record is called Seven Dragonflies. I don't know if y'all have had any synchronistic moments with dragonflies or understand the meaning of dragonflies, or even have your own meaning in your reality of what they represent. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we are in a time where we gotta protect our energy, our life force energy. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna go too deep into it, but I'm lit. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying about this drop, and we definitely are a part of the shift in this dimension, a major shift that is happening right now. So
I say, like the guy said, man, we just here to bring y'all some sonically tuned vibrations in a very lit manner, just to help y'all get more subconsciously attuned, man. So y'all definitely want to tap into this next one. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Definitely tap into Seven Dragonflies, because that's the doorway into this activation. You dig what I'm saying?
exactly. You know, we got an album coming. You know what I'm saying? There's an album dropping. You know, so get ready. But let's dive into it. So I did it a little different. I played the record all at first. Now let's play the singing bowl. Let's get aligned, and then we'll go right into the message from that point. So first I'm gonna play the Root Chakra Rebel to ground us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I always say, you know how I feel. So definitely get into a more vulnerable place, you know what I'm saying, of self. Remove yourself from any distraction or any thoughts or anything that could be clouding, you know, this process of whatever you're about to receive or whatever this activation is within self, you know what I'm saying? And so also, as Kyle would say, ground the sound. Everything that happened the last 6-7 days, we're going to ground that, and we're going to let that be what that is. We're not going to be all in our head. We're going to ground that. That way tomorrow, that's not something that that we're dragging with us. You know what I'm saying? I see.
See.
Let's get it, Kyle. Brain gems.
All right, tribe. So we just gonna keep it real simple. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna take the fingertips from both of our hands, put them together. We're gonna go on a clockwise and counterclockwise motion. These acupressure points on the tips of your finger deals with everything: cranial, nervous system, your pineal gland, your brain, your dendrites, all of that up there. That's helping you to just stay attentive and attuned. You know what I'm saying? And to help your subconscious and conscious internal television to be aware of the integration that's going on in this episode. When you finna just send that energy straight to the heart space. Straight to the heart space. Bring it up to the temples. It's alchemized now. Massage it in. And this time we just gonna end with a deep breath.
I say. And so as everybody know, this is a heart space platform. So it's only right that we tap in and that we align and harmonize the heart space. So at this time, I'm going to be playing the heart chakra singing bowl. Meditate, definitely meditate at this time. This is an opportunity for us to meditate together. And that is a very intimate action, and also us understanding who we are and the power of energy that, you know, none of this stops us from being in the same place energetically. So let's use our power to meditate together and use the power of love and activate our heart space. You know what I'm saying? If you've never meditated before, do a 1, 2, 3, you know, in the aspect of breathe in and hold your breath for about 3 seconds and breathe out. And when you breathe out, this is the key, because the breathe in, that is you processing the breath, the power of breath. But the breathing out, that's the actual release. So whenever you're breathing out, just breathe out in peace. Don't force it. You know what I'm saying? You're not, you know, a wolf trying to blow a house down. You know what I'm saying? You don't need that type of force. You don't need. This is something that you're. It's love. You know what I'm saying? You're giving love to. It's self-love. It's a part of self-love. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get it. See. Yeah, I'm lit tonight, family. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited, you know, because we are here back once again, first and foremost. And secondly, I want to start this episode off with gratitude. Um, Gratitude to our ancestors, gratitude to our spirit guides, gratitude to the gods and the goddess, gratitude to our ancestors known and unknown, gratitude to any energy that has been helping us, protecting us, guiding us, even the chaos energy and the chaos beings that we channel to protect ourselves in situations that don't mean us well. Gratitude to every aspect of us, you know. Yeah, I feel like we should start this episode off, you know what I mean, in gratitude.
I say definitely, man. I amplify that, man. I ain't gonna get too crazy with the affirmations. You already know how I get, you know what I'm saying? So it's well said by King. So just sending light to that.
And if you have anything that you're grateful for, you know, at the time, drop it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, drop it in the chat. And so, and also, you know what I'm saying? As I see a few of y'all doing like this this live, you know what I'm saying, and share it, you know, with somebody, a family member and whatnot, you know, that you feel may gain something from this episode.
Once again, or that watch too much TV. You know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
Just on a very simplistic level, like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, this is podcast, not podcast. You know, so, you know, we definitely want to spread this message, you know, and learn from each other, because we learning from y'all. So like I said, this episode, I want y'all to be active as y'all can in the chat. You know, we're gonna have a little fun tonight. So let's go and start off, bro, with the definition of television.
See this. I can't see it.
You say what?
I can't see it. You put it on the screen?
Nah, G. You doing this right now for real? Hold on, G. Hold on. I can just pull up the I already know the etymology. You know what I'm saying? And really, I know the definition. The definition, nah, I'm not gonna do that. So get the definition, bro. So the etymology of television.
I can't. You know, with my setup, I can't get that over here.
Oh man, this is crazy. All right, well, we're gonna have a little fun. You know what I'm saying? So y'all work with us, fam. This is happening in real time, little bro, big bro type of situation.
Or somebody in the chat.
It's up.
Oh, you got it. Bet.
It's up. So a television is a system for transmitting visual images and sound that are reproduced on a screen. You know what I'm saying? Used to broadcast a program. That is very deep. Let me say it one more time. A television is a system for transmitting visual images and sounds that are reproduced on the screen, used to broadcast programs. And so let's go a little bit deeper. The etymology of it is at a distance, something that is far away. And no, actually, that's not true. It's not true. The meaning of tele, T-E-L-E. So if you break down television, you have T-E-L-E. That is the first part of that. That meaning of tele is at a distance. So we're talking about a television, right? But think about anything with that word: a telepath, telephone, telekinesis, anything. We can keep going to a million different things. You know what I'm saying? And these are things that we are pulling to us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That we're not the ability to, for like when you FaceTime your mother. But you know what's deep? The same thing is happening when you think about your mother. Yeah, think about that. And then you don't know, she could be thinking about you at that very time. Mm-hmm. That is a communication where something is being pulled from a distance. So go ahead and hit them with vision, bro. Break down vision for us.
Right. So as the guy said, tele means, or the etymology of tele is at a distance, right? So when you look up VIS, the prefix to the word vision, the etymology of that means strength or power, right? And then just my little spin on the ending of vision, ION, which is ion, which is simply just a form of energy. So when you say television, you're giving power to something at a distance. You dig what I'm saying? Or something is giving power to you at a distance, vice versa, right? So if you think about the brain, or if you just think about ourselves and how we just pick up information in general, it's always either right here in our vicinity or at a distance. Something like the guy said, your mom could be way over there, or you could be right there and y'all could be thinking about each other. You dig what I'm saying? So being as though we watch TV, right? And we have these avatars that have aspects, and really all aspects and capabilities beyond the TV. You dig what I'm saying? We really have to switch the perspective into which, like how we like to say, televisions, that we are giving our distance of powerful, strengthful energy to. You dig what I'm saying?
Right. And so that's tele and that's vision. My definition of television of my own definition, outside of Google and all that, is television is the ability to bring something from far away to you through the power of vision, which is the ability to see. And so if you don't have the ability to see, then that means you are being programmed and you can't control which channel that you operate from, or even control your channel. So understand that just like a television, we have many different, when we say that source is speaking to us, what do we say? We are what? Channeling. You see what I'm saying? What does that mean? Whenever you get on a certain channel, what does that channel do? It gives you a certain image based off of what that program wants you to see. You see what I'm saying? And so This when we talk about unlearn and relearn, that sounds cool from an aspect of like, it just sounds like regular information, but we don't understand this television. And I like how Rod said in the comments, I love these telecommunications. This is deep because me and Kyle speaking to y'all right now is what? A telecommunication. You see what I'm saying? And so everything is that, family. And that's the first way we're gonna break down and really understand it. Whenever you turn on your TV, there is it's communicating to your brain, to your heart, to all your chakras. It's influencing your next move, your next thought. You see what I'm saying? It's programming you. I can't hear you, bro.
I was about to say anything, like literally anything that you're putting your eye, like y'all, our eyes, they see this way and see this way blurry, you know what I'm saying, in layman's terms, through our peripheral vision and things like that. But the way that your consciousness, your subconscious, and your brain picks up what you are seeing, it would be like if you were just looking at things like in rapid speed. You dig what I'm saying? So all of these things are forms of worlds, forms of beings, all forms of different, you know what I'm saying, even down to the smallest grain of rice that you could potentially look at. You dig? All of this affects your internal television. You dig what I'm saying? Or how you perceive what you're going through in your reality, right? So it's even down to the smallest of things, to where it's like, I could be mad one day, you know what I'm saying? Just to give it a simple example, I could be mad walking down the street, you know what I'm saying? And then a butterfly walk past. Just seeing that within my mind goes, and I'm in a trance mode. Now I'm thinking about what this butterfly meant, you know what I'm saying? Or how beautiful it just flew past me, or what I seen a butterfly and it actually landed on me and things like that. So being able to delegate or stay aware of how your mind is delegating what you see on that level, and then to be able to do it at an intentional base. Yeah.
The key word is intentional in that statement. Whenever someone puts out a movie or a show, it's very intentional. Even to the point of how much you see the ad on your feed. It's intentional. You see what I'm saying? So let's move on. So let's see, where do I want to go with this? Okay, before we dive deep into the internal television, we say, well, damn, this is Shadow Work Sundays. What has this got to do with shadow work? Happy that you asked. The shadow work aspect is your perception and your perspective. And so we talk a lot about code switching. This is the code switch aspect of the situation, which is always the most important part. You see what I'm saying? So if we understand our internal television, then we can take over our perception of everything. And in return, you take control of your subconscious. You take your power back. You see what I'm saying? So the whole understanding of us understanding the internal television is to take our power back and to be able to manifest at an instant, to control our reality, to be able to not be anything that we don't desire to be, but be intentionally everything that we desire to be. You know what I'm saying? So it is literally a cheat code to where if you understand how to program your channel, you become God. You say, well, then what do you mean? God doesn't do anything in second guessing. The natural rule is not, it's a confidence in the power. You see what I'm saying? So this internal television is going to bring confidence to your perspective. Won't nobody be able to infiltrate you and tell you, girl, you tripping, girl, you should be doing this. Man, you should be, nah, you're going to know because you're going to be able to visually tap into your internal television. You get what I'm saying?
And just to simplify and just make it more digestible, what aspect of yourself was first able to use this internal television? What aspect of yourself is this internal television? What aspect would you say this the internal television is of you, King?
What aspect of me is the internal television?
Yep.
I am the internal television.
But what aspect of you does that come from? What aspect of you can do literally anything with that once you liberate it from fear?
So from this perspective, I would connect the internal television to the superconductor. So I would say the heart space, my heart space.
What about the inner child? The internal television,
My
right?
inner child, this is for me, but I feel like the love that I give people is my inner child. Like my heart space, love is exciting to me. It's fun. It's like it's like what I. So I feel like my inner child and my heart space are connected. If that makes. But I get where you're going with this. But I feel like that I couldn't have the abilities to connect and manifest the gifts of my inner child without love.
Of course.
If that makes sense. Without the heart
Yeah,
space.
yeah.
It's Christ, bro. Christ is the mother and the child. So it's Christ. So that's, to me, the internal television is within Christ, if that makes sense.
Right.
You asked the question. Now come on.
I did, but I my channel broke once you went on that explanation.
Yeah, I feel like the tribe should ask themselves that question. I want to ask you the same question. What do you feel your internal television?
My inner child.
Why?
Because that's an aspect. That's the aspect of myself that was able to that has the capability and ability to perceive something in a way that is fluid, or that is open, or that is not congested or clogged up. Like, it has the ability to, if it sees something, to alchemize it right there on the spot. You know what I'm saying? So I would say my inner child will be the aspect of my internal television for that aspect, and for the aspect of how creative it is, just being a child. Like, I'm creative now, but I know my creativity, like, it's a paradoxical statement. Like, I'm creative now, but I know my creativity is unmatched compared to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-year-old me. You dig what I'm saying? So just giving that aspect of me that sense of pedestalness allows me to channel it in an aspect and give it that courage and, you know what I'm saying, that grace about itself to be able to enter.
I got a code switch for you though, because as I think more about it, I feel like my internal television is in the shadow. And
it's deep that you say that, because the premise behind me picking my inner child is because of a song that I literally just did that is tied to what you just said. And in this song, my inner child is literally what we talked about, going into this shadow and reshaping what it perceives it as.
Yeah, it's deep.
Yeah, because like I really feel as though me doing that, and even me just thinking about it, that's really where everything lies. If you're able to integrate the perspective of what you perceive the shadow as right now in your conscious mind as an adult or whatever age that you are, and then go back into a meditation or a poem or whatever the case may be, and just explain and tell your inner child in a very open, intimate, and sincere way what the shadow is, and explaining to them in a way that they can understand it, you're gonna feel like an internal shift. Like, I honestly think that's what that shift was. Remember I told you I took a nap? Like, I don't take naps. Remember I told you I took a nap and I got up and I felt like just completely different? It probably was because I was integrating whatever, you know what I'm saying, I was doing within the shadow with my inner child, within this internal television like creative structure, to reshape what my inner child perceives the shadow as, so it can actually have all aspects of its power. You know what I'm saying? Or of its remembrance of itself being source.
And what you're given, what you're given is an example of a program being created within the internal television.
Exactly.
You know, and I feel like that was great the way you did it, because you were talking about real time, your life, but it was a lesson in it, and actually a example. Because this is the thing, we all watch TV or have watched TV at some point, so we understand how the television works. You feel me? And so I'm sitting there looking at the screen, and obviously the screen is off. And I'm like, yo, you know, everything that I've ever manifested came through darkness, even what some people would call hell. But truthfully, I can't say it was hell, because I didn't even have the light that fire gives you. I'm talking pure darkness, like a television with no images. You see what I'm saying? And so sometimes that television with no images is us alone, by ourselves. There's nothing else there. And we're constantly dealing with people, bringing people in our lives, you know, accepting certain situations because we want to make sure that we have an image on that damn television for comfort.
Exactly.
And
it's
like
watching.
You know, we have comfort watching relationships.
It's like the movie Soul. It's like you become programmed so much, or you integrate so much. It's like I say, a sensory overload, or tele absorbing overload, to where it's like we taking in so much information. It's like we become entranced in being programmed, and it's like a dopamine hit, to where it's like the movie Soul, to where it's like when these souls become so wrapped in the matrix, they don't have that luminosity to them no more. They become these big shadow-like beings, and they're stuck doing what they're doing over and over again. You get what I'm saying? So it's like being able to just have that sense of self, especially in the process of what you're doing on that day, in a day-to-day basis. Like, practice it. You know what I'm saying? All of the try to practice it every single day. When you're doing things, don't think about it 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Don't even think about it 3 times. Think about it once and feel it 3 times. You dig what I'm saying? Allow it to filter through all aspects of your brain, your body, your gut, your heart space, your actual brain. You dig what I'm saying? And that will allow you to expand or stretch your consciousness to an aspect to where you're here, but you're becoming more integrated to that aspect of you that's up here. And now it's like that telecommunication line is way more clear, because you're understanding, not the understanding or the, you know what I'm saying, the mental understanding of that's this human having this soul experience, but now you're understanding what the feeling is again. So therefore you can delegate like the God is saying, what you perceive within your channel. You dig what I'm saying? It's different, as opposed to just knowing something and feeling one way about it. No, you literally have the capability to know one thing and feel multidimensional about it. You dig what I'm saying? And knowing when to delegate, when to gatekeep or not gatekeep that information to your avatar, to embody whatever aspect that you are internally visioning. You dig what I'm saying?
So it's like what I was talking about in the promo video. You know, do you ever watch a movie and you know think about, man, like being the director of your own film, you know, and the consumer. So you're director and the consumer. So the director obviously sets everything up, is in control of the whole film and how everything works. The consumer gets to sit back and watch the film. The oxymoron or the problem is that we become actors in our internal television, and then we hire actors in our internal television, when all along the director of the film that you are directing is your life in all these different aspects of you.
Well, if y'all ever seen Wu-Tang, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
There's a scene when RZA was making a beat. You dig what I'm saying? But he was becoming more consciously aware and tapped in. His consciousness was expanding, and then he got into a trance state, just like the movie Soul talks about, when the piano player plays and he goes to this. RZA got in a trance state, right? But his trance state, it was pure ether, and every instrument that was on his beat was there, that person was playing that instrument. So the person was playing the drum, there's a person playing the drum, there's a person on a guitar, there's a person on a guitar. And there was a time, I believe there was a time where all of these people were him. You dig what I'm saying? And just knowing what the guy King says, sometimes we are actors in this role of us in playing or having this internal television. We make ourselves embody aspects of ourselves that we are not, because our ego feels so heavily about what we are perceiving in our reality. When all actuality, all we have to do is code switch that program right there. You dig what I'm saying? See, when you start doing shadow work, it becomes this swift and it's easy to the point to where you're not in these low vibrational states anymore. You can perceive it literally like technology or hitting a button. You dig what I'm saying? Going within your consciousness, integrating with a feeling, going within your mental space and connecting that feeling with an actual new projection of reality that you created in wholeness. And therefore now you can step into that because you've mastered vibration and you mastered the mental imagination of the thing. You dig what I'm saying?
And so peep this out. So, you know, I just do weird stuff, right? So I'm thinking about internal television, you know, got the download, and I'm just searching all type of stuff. You know, I feel like spirit puts me on these, you know, like I don't want to say rabbit holes because it's like I actually know where I'm going. You know, I just don't know how.
Mole holes. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was looking up TVs and like how they're made and the inside of the TV and just everything. Like I watched somebody break down the TV, every part of it, just destroy the TV. And I'm looking at every part of the TV. What was deep to me is that every TV had like 6 to 7 layers on the inside before you even get to the circuit board. And these different layers, they're like screens, right? But they're like different materials, right? But they're actually there to create the power. So put it like this, it's like 5 of them that's like just regular screens, like regular little things. Then this one is reflective, where it's like, it damn near look cosmic. Or like if you on psychedelics, like this the screen of it. And that was right in front of the circuit board. So I look at it as these other ones are protecting. You see what I'm saying? You got at least 5 to 6 layers of protection before you actually even get to the screen that is the real screen that's showing on the outside. And that screen is right in front of the circuit board. Why do I say all that? Matter of fact, while we're talking about circuit board, let's break down what a circuit board is real quick. So, first of all, every TV has a circuit board, you know what I'm saying? And most technology, honestly. But it says, so a circuit board is a printed board that has been electronically conducted pathways called traces that connect electronic components to each other. So it is basically a mycelium network of its own right, of energy. And so truthfully, we all have circuit boards. We are all a walking circuit board. You know,
like just people just how that just everything falls in on itself. That's why I tend to magnetize toward the perspective of the shape of the globe or the world is whatever you're vibrating at within your consciousness. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time I'm vibrating within the consciousness that's a Satorus field, because a toroidal field, the energy comes in through the top, comes in through the bottom, goes out through the top, goes out through the bottom. It folds in on itself. You dig what I'm saying? And just this whole circuit board thing in itself, right? Just an internal, the TV having a circuit board, everything just having this circuit board, this programming for it to function the way that it is, right? So for example, if you take a drone and you fly it up above your average neighborhood and just get an aerial top view of what your neighborhood looks like, and then you just go take a circuit board out of anything random, it could be a toy remote control car. You compare those two. You got the image of the aerial view of your neighborhood, and you got the image of the aerial view of this circuit board. It literally looks identical. You know what I'm saying? All the streets are those tracers that you're talking about, those gold pieces that are connecting each structure on the circuit board, which are the houses, the football stadiums, the schools, you know what I'm saying, the hospitals and things like that. So if you just think about it on that level, and you just think about just even where you're at, where source maps you out to even live, what energetic circuit board like structure that you're sitting right under to help you be programmed to whatever type of cosmic or third dimensional or for whatever type of energy to help you get that integration and activation that
Let's talk about this,
what I'm
though.
saying? So
what if the circuit board, you be like, man, my circuit board ain't working right, you know what I'm saying, I ain't getting my energy right. So then we have to understand and figure out what type of energy and what type of components make up your circuit board. Is your circuit board full of dormant energy that needs to be activated, or is it energy that needs to be completely removed? Do you need a whole new circuit board? You know what I mean? You need to reprogram it. We have to understand that we all have it, but there's a difference between having something.
Or do you just simply need to wipe off some of those lenses on that television screen? You dig what I'm saying?
Which is the ability to see. You got to be able to see. So actually, we've been going in for a second. I want to open it up and ask the tribe, you know what I'm saying? What, from your own perspective, in your own life, when is the last time do you remember intentionally, tapping in and connecting with your internal television? Or do you feel your circuit board is dusty, out of whack, lacking energy, and I'm gonna say that everything that I just said is an illusion, because I know for a fact that the superconductor of every circuit board is love. So whatever part of this circuit board that may be laying dormant and missing is missing a certain part of your love. See, I know part of my circuit board, here we go, down low. A part of your circuit board and what's on it and what powers it is a part of your passions and what inspire you. You see what I'm saying? Purpose. Our circuit board is driven by purpose, passion. You see what I'm saying? So you may say, I hate drama, but you gossip every day, meaning you have a passion for talking about people, but you hate it. That's what your circuit board is going to be, full of gossip energy, chaotic energy, confusion. And even when you try to manifest, you're going to be like, why is this happening? Why is this not happening? The energy is going to be confusing. It's going to move like it has no identity. The circuit board is literally energy. You see what I'm saying? So to control your television, your circuit board has to have your energy signature on it. It has to have an identity, and you have to be one and connected with the identity of that. You see what I'm saying? Just like a director when they're making a film. You know what I'm saying? When a director is making a film, even actors, let's take it here, right? Even an actor can't be themselves in a film. They have to, and some actors lose their mind because they become this movie so much. You feel me? But we're living the opposite role. We're acting like this ain't our life, and we becoming actors. That's crazy. You don't gotta act like it's real. It is real. You don't gotta act like you have power. You do have power. You don't gotta act like you can't cut them off, or you can't love yourself, or you can't love this person. You can. You see what I'm saying? It's all within your circuit board. And that circuit board is a program of energy. You feel me? When you meditate, when you close your eyes, that is that screen before you press that on button. You know what I'm saying? Soon as you connect your intention to something, or your emotions take over, and you start seeing shadow things, and you're not seeing whatever happens, your internal television is turned on. And I feel like the internal television can scare the shit out of us. because it will show us us. That is your true mirror. Your internal television is the mirror of the soul. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, it's imperative that we tap into it, but we can't be scared of it. But we also got to understand it's all in the circuit board, family. It's all in your DNA. It's all in your trauma. It's all in your pain. It's all in your excitement. It's all in the circuit board. It's in your nervous system. You see what I'm saying? My circuit board needs to be wiped out. Yeah, bro, the channel opened up a lot. I'm good. I'm back. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm grateful to the source. I'm grateful for, you know, to our ancestors, and grateful for this message and for us being here right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we need to kind of ground the energy real quick. So let's do a shadow bucks opportunity real quick. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get some shadow bucks, you can join. I'm gonna put the email up right now. If you want to join the live and you want to get you some shadow bucks, and so what these shadow bucks are, you get 3 shadow bucks, you can tap in on a one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? And any one-on-one that we haven't got to, we will be making that happen this coming up week, family. So y'all definitely hit us up, and we'll hit y'all up and schedule that. I would most likely say it's going to be Wednesdays is our best day. So yeah, for the tribe, when it comes to the one-on-ones, Wednesdays is going to be how we're going to be rocking now. But yeah, I'll just put the email on the screen. So if you want to join us, so how it works is you come on, we're going to ask you a question, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be most likely about the subject, you know what I mean? So, and pertaining to shadow work. And yeah, and we're going to tap in. And so, and then you can actually ask us questions as well. We love to connect with the tribe. We're not obviously above anybody, you know. We learning as well. We're doing shadow work, you know, every day and constantly getting new revelations as well, you know what I'm saying? So as we said before, we are source. You feel me? Peace, family. You're hardwired. I don't know what's good with the God, but we're gonna keep it rocking. And like I said, if you want to come on, hit the email. You know what I'm saying? And so what'll happen is you send me an email, peace, family, whatever you want to say. I'll send you the link, and then once you click the link, it'll give you instructions on how to join. Then you'll be backstage, and I'll bring you on. You know what I'm saying? Whenever the time is right. Peace, big gays in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Much gratitude, tribe. Yeah, y'all hit that like button, most definitely. And we're gonna keep it rocking then. You know what I'm saying? So, because we talk about vision, right? Let's get back to talking about vision. Vision removes separation. You see what I'm saying? Oh, here you go. You good?
Yeah, we here.
So, as I was saying, so vision removes separation. You know, so the ability to see is very important. And obviously we know what Kai said is very powerful, which is the inner child, our imagination, that place, that's a very powerful ability to see through our imagination. And then also, as we all know, our first eye. So, you know, as we work together as a tribe, as a collective, our chakras work together as a collective. And when we talk about the internal television, we have to balance, connect, activate, and intentionally pull and channel from these certain aspects and these certain energies to fully get that full image. Let me give you an example. 1827, the TV was not a very good image, if it even was a TV. Don't be Googling it talking about Manifest said it was a TV. They didn't have TVs at the time. They were still drawing on rocks. No, I'm not saying that. I don't know if it was a TV or not. But what I am saying is that that image was not, you know, so good versus now. You can get a 4K TV, you can get an 8K, you can get all these. And so your chakras and the alignment and the activation and how you're able to channel those and how to move intentionally that determines the quality of your image. You see what I'm saying? What's that image actually in a from an oxymoron aspect, it affects how you see.
You got like we really got to understand. The guy said we getting a holistic image. Like we are all being the internal television for source right now. Every aspect of everything that is in this realm and not in this realm, it's all the internal television for source. Every perspective, every download, every ideology, every whatever the case may be. So we have to understand that, and then understand what aspect of the internal television of source we are, and stay in the law of that energy field instead of seeing other aspects of source that is being or playing out the reality as this vision of source, and seeing what they're doing instead of understanding the circuit board that we are on, the blueprint that we are on, and mastering that. You dig what I'm saying? It's not about everything outside of that. It's just a blueprint. You dig what I'm saying? Like I said, it's to keep the law of the energy field of you being that internal television of source experiencing itself here. You dig what I'm saying? So that source can see all aspects of itself that it is and it is not. You dig? So when you can look at it from that grand of a perspective, which is very simplistic at the same time, and then just integrate that into the self, every single thought or every single feeling or any person that's outside of you in your reality, what chakra are they tying to you? You know what I'm saying? What chakra are you reacting with or they reacting with when you're interacting with this person? You dig what I'm saying? Is this person giving off a dragon-like energy, or this person giving off a very, you know what I'm saying, dull and lifeless energy, or this person giving off NPC? You dig? So being able to have that awareness over yourself when you are first and foremost being having your internal television hijacked. That's the first step, is being that's the first code, is waking up. You know what I'm saying? When they say wake up out of the matrix, that's the first code switch. You know what I'm saying? For example, like when I used to eat flesh, and I remember this day very vivid. It's the last day I ate some. I was eating some chicken, right? And I'm eating it, bro. And I took another. I'm probably like 3 bites in, just bought this box of chicken, and I'm chewing. I'm like, everything just stopped. Like I dropped the chicken. It's like everything in my vision just was like, and I was like, what is this in my mouth? It felt like I was chewing up a bit like a human, like this big or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this? Like, and I spit it out. So I say all that to say, go back to that first time. You know what I'm saying? Understand when you first had that big bang or that first realization moment. You dig? That is how you can start getting a more broadened awareness of your internal television, and how not necessarily of the vision aspect, but of the feeling aspect. You dig what I'm saying? Because the feeling aspect is how you can create any aspect of the vision part. So going back to those moments in time, back to the feeling, to recreate a new vision.
I got a question, family. This is deep. Is your internal television screen cracked? Did you crack it? This is the deep part about that, right? A cracked TV actually isn't broke. It's just the screen. So the circuit board is still good. Those layers are still good. That's even the point of why you have those protective layers, to still protect the vision. So understand that if your screen is cracked, there is still an illusion of that your internal television is broken. It's an illusion. Now it's time to replace that screen. How do you do that? If
how do you do it is understanding that it is an illusion. Once you understand that right there, everything else becomes obsolete. That crack, you can literally just visualize it as a TV. You're literally human cosmic TV, and one of your screens is cracked. Once you realize that that is an illusion, all you do is code switch and then bring some energy out your TV circuits and just remold that crack and act like it was never, you know what I'm saying, it was never broke.
Because guess what? That sounds crazy what Kyle's saying. That's because you watch too much TV. We do that. They imitate us. We do this, you know, everything that's outside of us, you know, is actually an imitation of what's inside of us and our powers. It's almost like everything around us is a parody of our powers. And we get so fascinated by technology, forgetting that we are the realest and the most, you know, powerful technology on this planet. You see what I'm saying? You know, we talk about internal television. The television is the same thing as a cell phone and a laptop and all this. You know, and nowadays, it's another download. Let's go. I don't even know where this is going. I'm just gonna go with it. Nowadays, every technology needs Wi-Fi. So let's talk about this again. You got smart TVs and they come with these apps and these different things and different. But if you have no Wi-Fi, that TV it can have vision. It can have good screen. It can be, but if you don't have Wi-Fi, you can't access these programs. So if you're not connected to source, connected to the Most High, then now you just have a TV. It's like having a phone that's off. You know what I'm saying? Like there's that, you know, it's dormant. It has no purpose.
It's the breath. It's the spirit. So even just to put that into practice, when you are utilizing your internal television, and again, like I said, when you tie these visions to feelings, how you amplify or how you compress or how you expand or contract these internal is through the breath or through the spirit or through whatever energy and motion that you're utilizing to fuel this breath. You know what I'm saying? So even in that same sense, like even when I'm painting or when me and King make music, man, y'all don't know, like if just music in general, y'all know how many breaths we is taking to create? You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't work out a little bit, you might, you know what I'm saying, not be able to record no music. So I say all that to say, like, being able to control, not even control, just be one and be in unison with the spirit, you know what I'm saying, that is a aspect or manifestation of the soul or source in itself, to operate in duality and the universal laws, to separate from itself, to understand itself even more, and just become back one again. Once you can put breath into that, put your own human, you know what I'm saying, third dimensional energy into that, it fuels it even more. Because now what is that? The power of three, the mind, body, and the spirit. You dig what I'm saying? And once you are able to interlock all three of those aspects, your internal television is like the Avenger vision with the infinity gauntlets all through his body. You know what I'm saying? Forget just on his mind's eye.
So I want to answer a question. Gazer asked a question, said, how do you know the difference between a cracked screen and a fogged screen, or even if the monitor is off?
Okay.
Simple. Hold on. I've been thinking about this the whole time you was talking. Very simple. A cracked screen doesn't have an image. It's cracked. The screen is cracked. Versus even a fogged screen has a complete image. It's a clear quality image, a high quality picture. You are connected intuitively. Your first eye is aware. You can see. If it's a cracked screen, you can't. If you crack a flat screen right now, it's going to go into them it's going to look like a portal of many colors. It's an idea of the image, but it's not the image. You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference. If a screen is off, that means you are in a process of actually either creating a program or code switching to another channel. Or your internal television is at rest. I feel like the screen being off is actually a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place to be, because that is your opportunity. You know what I'm saying? If you're not aware right now of your internal television and how to operate it, you want to turn it off so you can program it. You know what I'm saying? Turn it off and start programming that thing. Then come back to that other stuff on there. That way you can start, and then you can, you know what I'm saying? But imprint your energy is yours. A lot of things that we're doing, we're running to things outside of, we're like, that's my TV, that's my laptop. Nobody better not mess with my stuff that I'm messing with. What about somebody messing with your internal television?
That's the thing. That's the thing. We got to understand what is speaking when we say those things. That is the ego. You dig what I'm saying? Or that is an aspect of the shadow self. The shadow self is saying those things. That means it is already happening. You dig, and it's just projecting at that point because it already feels what's being sabotaged from itself. You did. So just even being able to, like I said, stay aware of your reality from that point. Everything that you do, everything that you say is always a message to how you are viewing yourself and your soul's activation and your soul growth. And even if it's bad or good, take it in a neutral state to expand the perspectives and aspects and the downloads of what that lesson is trying to teach you. That is how you begin to expand your consciousness and expand your internal television to a movie theater screen. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's so deep about it? In that movie screen, you know, you're actually a walking internal television.
Now, I'm about to say a drive-in movie theater.
You are a walking television. You know, and as we walk up amongst each other and deal with each other, we are projecting images of our television. You see what I'm saying? And I'm saying another idea, another way from the shadow work aspect of how you can see if your television is cracked, you know, is if people are misunderstanding you every time you talk, they can't read your television. Where is the crack in your television? Why can't people read your television? Why is it always misunderstanding? You see what I'm saying? There's some damage in that television. That screen, that projection is not, the image is not getting across. See, the problem is that we constantly focus on fixing stuff up. So in the world right now, if your TV break right now, you're not gonna get it fixed. 90% of the time, most of us not gonna get it fixed. We're gonna say that TV broke. I'm about to buy another one whenever I get a chance. We can't do that with our internal television. But we do it though. We do it. The problem is that now we have a real illusion of a damn TV. Now we manifesting and putting images on the screen, thinking that we doing something, and this is a fake ass TV.
Or somebody else's TV.
This is a projector. We didn't replace our internal television with a projector. And I just told you the difference of a projector is a projector has a powerful ability, but it's only a reflection. It can't create from nothing. Know what I mean?
I ain't got nothing on that. I do, but I don't.
You know, I say, well, honestly, you know, as we talked about before, you know, this episode is going to be mainly channeled. You know, it's so let's go here, family. So we're talking about the internal television. I want to shift the energy a little bit. In my personal life, shadow work has been real in a beautiful way. You know, and it's been real at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And this subject, like Cotton before the show, I almost changed it. I did almost want to because of the energy that I'm feeling and the message that I feel like I wanted to give. And so we're not going to go too deep on this, but I want to speak on something just because I feel like it's important. It's definitely an energy that I'm feeling right now in my current life, not even with me, but just, you know, with people I love. And also, me and Kyle have talked about this like months ago, you know, this subject, and it came back around. And so it's not about the internal television. Actually, this is pretty deep. This is the projector aspect of the internal television. If you're in a projector in our internal television, this is what happens. And so let's talk about intrusive thought for a second. You know what I'm saying? Because when an intrusive thought comes in, it's like an ad popping up on your screen in the middle of your favorite movie. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about, and every time you try to click and delete the ad, it just pop up and take you to another page to make you go to another ad.
Exactly. What you laughing at, bro?
I thought you was gonna keep going. So, yes, intrusive thoughts. So we all have them every single day. You probably have them right now. You dig what I'm saying? Right now, in the back of your head, probably real quiet, but we have them every single day. You dig? These thoughts, like the guy said, come up like ads. You know, annoying ads that just pop up on the screen. Now, dealing with the internal television and this cracked screen perspective, or this fog screen perspective and things like that. These are where these intrusive thoughts get the entry access portal way openness to actually come into your mind and project all different types of things to actually feed into this false reality that you're creating through your internal vision, you know, or television. You dig what I'm saying? So, how do you counterbalance an intrusive thought, or how do you counterbalance these thoughts that are coming in just at a rapid or at random? You know what I'm saying? You could be having a good day and just boom, you see something you don't like. It reminds you of Shaquela from 1922, or you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. So, like, how do you combat these intrusive thoughts?
So guess what? I'm listening. No. What you gotta say?
I was gonna say, just from me and my perspective and how I've dealt with intrusive thoughts, because I think so much, my mind just is consistently going. The best way that I deal with these thoughts are not to deal with them, like in the sense of not even, I pay attention to them, but not to the point where I'm feeding energy to it. So if I hear my ego, like my ego knows that I respect it. My ego knows, my shadow self knows that it's a part of me. I hear it, you know what I'm saying? It's value. But my shadow self also knows when it's on some bull, you know what I'm saying? And I know when it's on some bull. So when it comes to me with these intrusive thoughts, and it's like, oh, bro, you know dang well that you ain't supposed to do whatever the case may be. I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Shut up, boom. And I'm gonna keep it pushing, because if I start to feed into that, then I'm just having dialogue with my shadow self and how it feels about everything else's shadow selves in which it has a problem.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I kind of, we don't do this often, but I have to disagree with you. And the reason why is because what if it's something that you, like a vision or a download that you're trying to get, and this ad perspective, where it's something that keeps coming up, and it's like, it's a download, it's something that Swift is trying to tell you, you're not going to just let that go. And so now this goes into what I was going to say about it. You have to remove the virus. Ads only pop up on our computers because we actually put something on our computer that wasn't supposed to be there. Your computer didn't come with that. It just sort of happened all of a sudden. You're only mad because the ads wasn't there before. Now they're coming out of nowhere. So we have to remove the virus. You see what I'm saying? And so to remove the virus, we got to figure out where did the virus come from. And that goes back to what we talked about earlier, letting someone infiltrate our internal television or our circuit board. You know what I'm saying? It's like a full circle for a holistic aspect of the perspective. You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
No, of course, that makes complete sense. That made me just, like, if I could hook my brain up to the, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just seen what I did? Like, this whole episode, what we talking about, I literally just did that. I'm like, oh, folks, like, ooh, like I just connected 20 different Shadowwork Sundays episodes, and I'm like, ooh, Let's switch that right back up. So real time, you know what I'm saying? Like most people wouldn't be able to do that. Like me and King often go through these. We have a download, or I have a download. We talk about it, bro. I disagree, and there be times where we be going back and forth, but not never in like an aggressive manner. But we be going back and forth like iron sharpening iron for real though. You dig? And it just validates the level and the power that shadow work has, because normal day-to-day neuromelanated guys can't have conversations like that. You dig what I'm saying? To whereas they can't be in control of their internal television when they're talking to somebody, or to the extent of when they're not in control of their internal television, they can't code switch and realize and tell that person, hey, that was just some, I don't know where that came from. And then they can't do the shadow work right there in that moment. You dig what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, this episode is an embodiment of the internal television and a way that y'all can integrate how y'all operate and do shadow work with yourselves and do shadow work with the people around you. Not even trying to do shadow work, you know what I'm saying? Just keeping it a buck with them or just seeing how they doing. Whatever the case may be, y'all have to understand, even when showing love, that is shadow work. Even when giving light, that is shadow. You dig what I'm saying?
See, like he said, even so you gotta keep in mind, shadow work is not about running to the light. It's actually about bringing the light to the shadow. So when you give love, you're bringing light to the shadow. You see what I'm saying? You're not running from the shadow. You're feeding the shadow light. In return, the shadow becomes luminous, and now you embody both. And now you are God.
And that's what we're talking about. Like literally teaching all aspects of yourself. You, your inner teen, inner child, all these aspects of yourself. That aspect of the darkness or the shadow in this luminosity. You dig? If you were a fish that could, matter of fact, if you was a tadpole that realized that in a certain amount of time that you was finna transform into a frog, wouldn't you be trying to figure out how to breathe air right then and there, being a tadpole with it, you know what I'm saying, or just trying to know a little bit more about it? You dig what I'm saying? So even through your own metamorphic processes, you have to stay aware of the counterbalancing energy that you're not operating in, because that very thing is the blueprint for you to enter or escape out of, not escape out of, but transcend or transmute out of into the next realm. Literally, me and King been having conversations that talks about this for the past couple weeks. You dig what I'm saying? As far as going to the shadow realm with certain aspects of ourselves, showing them the shadow and seeing, and then showing them what the shadow really is and recreating it with them, and then helping them to just go crazy with it in there, for sure.
So let's go a little bit deeper on the intrusive thought. From a shadow work aspect, intrusive thoughts are parts of you that are hurt, that are crying out. Intrusive thoughts are they're actually very real. And
that temper tantrum.
That's not it is, but it's not. It is, the action is well, now I can't say it is, because it's only that if you make an action. An intrusive thought is not a temper tantrum.
A mental temper tantrum.
I would disagree still.
Wow.
Happening in real time.
Wow.
Again.
Wow.
Because it intrusive thought.
What happened? Intrusive thought. Look, what happened?
I'm back. Somebody, you got me?
Yeah.
Somebody calling me because they got intrusive thoughts. Well, so no, that's not gonna leave me. What was I saying?
I don't. Intrusive thought.
My phone is on do not disturb, bro. I don't even know how able to get a call, bro.
We was talking about, I said why. I was like, why intrusive thought? Why is an intrusive thought not temper tantrum? A mental temper tantrum.
Because an intrusive thought is a part of the most realest part of you. The intrusive thought is a revelation. The intrusive thought is a trigger alert. The intrusive thought is a shadow work pinpoint. You know, the intrusive thought is only a reflection or a projection of something that just manifested itself at an instant. And whatever energy that holds is so powerful, whatever it's attached to is so powerful, it can make you code switch at an instant, like I just almost did right now. I'll say. They pissing me off. I ain't gonna lie to you. But it's good. Cause we are live and we are, so I keep getting phone calls. I apologize, family. But an intrusive thought is that. Does that make sense what I just said?
Dang, this is deep. Cause I'm trying to figure out why I'm getting vexed. You dig what I'm saying? And which
because
aspect?
You're feeling my
No. It's because the aspect of, so this is the thing, right? What we talking about right now and the response, this is what I'm saying, becoming more multidimensional and just letting go and letting be. My inner child was staring, right? So I'm like, why ain't it a temper tantrum? Why ain't it a temper tantrum then? I'm just having a temper tantrum. Why ain't it a temper tantrum? And you just explained to my inner child that is remembering what the shadow is and how it can mold it like putty to help it understand that, no, when you do this, that's actually this that you felt when this happened. So now you see that feeling in the shadow realm and you can actually counterbalance it instead of saying, oh, that's a temper tantrum. Let's go temper tantrum. No, we're going to see it, integrate it, remold it, reshape it, and then put it back. You dig what I'm saying?
I see. I don't know what.
So it's just deep, like it's just deep. You know what I'm saying? Like when you start to integrate these shadow codes and then integrate them into light codes, again, real time, you'll start to get these now loads. Forget a download. Forget an upload. You know what I'm saying? These are now loads to where it's instantaneous. You don't have to sit and meditate. You don't have to go on no walk. And I'm not discrediting any of those things. You dig what I'm saying? But we can become on a vibration multidimensionally, meaning that we're not always in this vibration, but we can be in it whenever we vibrationally choose. You dig what I'm saying? To stay in the current now moment based off this, you know what I'm saying, integrated with this, and based off whatever action that we are carrying out those vibrations with, you did to reshape and remold whatever we're dealing with.
I see. Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel like we had to speak about this intrusive thought. It's deep that these things started to happen.
Mm-hmm. And that's why. Remember I told you, I'm like, bro, we ain't even gonna go like deep on this episode, and that was why, because an aspect of me was looking at it from a perspective that, like, this is the thing with the download you just gave me, you know what I'm saying, or now load it back up into my consciousness. It's something I've been thinking about. It's like when I have these moments of being in the energy and having thoughts and carrying out certain actions, I'm tracing it back like that. But then it gets to the point where my conscious mind doesn't know how to go back and get that. You know what I'm saying? And that's because I didn't teach my inner child how to go back and get that based off of that ability to wield and create how I see what I perceive energetically or feeling wise and things like that. As far as when you utilize this internal television in a program way, you don't have to pay attention to what you see or you feel. The program is doing it for you. You dig? To whereas now the inner child that has a say so in that delegation now. It's not just adult you. It's not just ancient ancestor you from 20,000 billion, quintillion, quintillion years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The one who is to lead all of the aspects of your whole cosmic ancestral lineage into the next now is the inner child that's inside of you that you are right now, even though you an adult. You dig what I'm saying? So always going back and just feeding into that aspect of yourself more. I know I'm rambling, but these are again, this is the internal television I'm going through right now. I am speaking to the tribe, but I'm more so speaking to myself and reprogramming my internal television in real time. You dig what I'm saying? So sometimes we also just need this portal to do this, and this is what Shadow Work Sundays is. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
That's what, a lot of people talk about, talking to themselves. That is a aspect of reprogramming, yourself, and reprogramming your subconscious, your thought process, your perspective. Because sometimes we as humans, you feel like you need a tangible example or a tangible way. So words are tangible. That vibration, when you put it out into the, when you speak it out loud, that is a tangible action. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why intrusive thoughts, sometimes they can work in your benefit. Because, no, we're not going to go there. We're going to wait.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
we're going to wait. Just know, next Sunday, 90% of the chance is going to be intrusive thoughts. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna tap in on that. We do have a album dropping real soon, you know what I'm saying? So y'all get ready for that. Obviously, Dragonflies drop 8/8, Liongate Portal, we are tapping into, I ain't even gonna go on that, I ain't gonna do that yet either. Next Sunday is gonna be very lit. That's what I'll say. Because a lot that we holding back right now is for next Sunday, and then the Sunday after that, we about to be lit. Y'all go join the Telegram. You know what I'm saying? Shadow Work Sundays 555. We did talk about doing the one-on-one with y'all in the Telegram. With about 9 or 10 of the tribe, and so we're not reneging or capping. Right after that, we did step back for 2 weeks, and we had to. It was mandatory. For us to come back and do what we had to do, and we were putting in work, as well, and so I want to let you guys know we are back. So I not this coming up week, but the week after that, we'll probably start doing those, you know what I'm saying? So I want to just kind of give y'all an update on that we are still going to be doing those one-on-ones on Telegram as well. So like I said, if you haven't joined, definitely go join, because it's already intimate, but it's going to get a lot more intimate on the Telegram, you know what I'm saying, when we start tapping in with y'all. For sure. Let's see. You got anything you wanna let them know, my brother, energetically, just whatever, period, you know what I'm
saying? Understand right now that everybody is going through realizing that they have been they're realizing the illusion that they have been in, and how much of that illusion that they have become, and how much work that they have to do. Not even in the sense work that they have to do, but how much internal code switching that they have to do mentally to integrate the proper vibration that they actually are in that being that they are. So a lot of us are figuring out what our true gifts are by first integrating what our gifts was not and using them in a way that they were not. But now, due to tapping in with shadow work, due to just experiencing source through life itself, we are coming back into the fullness and aspects of the fullness, you know what I'm saying, just to give us a little bit more infiniteness. We're coming back into an aspect of the fullness of what we can truly do. You dig what I'm saying? Now that fullness will come as others around you are integrating these aspects of themselves and who they truly are. And once y'all become one and think Voltron, you hear me? Like all of that. So understand. Continue to do y'all individual work within shadow work. continue to connect with the tribe, you know what I'm saying? And whatever tribe, from this tribe or any tribe that you do connect with, understand that the shadow being is protecting you, is right in front of you every step of the way. And anything that happens with you interacting with anything or anybody is always to help catapult you to the next most infinite timeline that you can live as your most deepest desires within your soul.
Nothing is happening to you, it's happening for you.
Yep. With all that, you know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Ashe. So much gratitude to the tribe once again. We are grateful, for this time to heal, to connect together. It's gonna get lit, you know what I'm saying? As y'all can tell, we are alchemizing this energy. It is a very hard space energy. We are growing and expanding within our own selves. So you will see change, even within us, which I hope that is desired. We all should be evolving. And so we'll be back with y'all next Sunday, tapping in, and next Sunday gonna get lit. That's what I'll say. It's gonna get lit. You know what I'm saying? Also, I can give y'all this. We will be debuting our single coming up on next episode. You know what I'm saying? So come tap in to hear Dragonfly, 7 Dragonflies, to hear the full record. And then it'll actually be dropping 2 days after that. So yeah, so we let possibly get an album release date next Sunday. Possibly. You know what I'm saying? So but much gratitude, wholeness, abundance, peace, perseverance. I feel like that is a big word right now, and a big vibration that the tribe not needs but desires and should be tapping into. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make it through this. You already have. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. You feel me?
Let me amplify that. Pivot with perseverance and persistence. You dig what I'm saying? For sure. And much gratitude to the tribe, much gratitude to each and every single one of you out there, to the ancestors, to source itself, to any aspect of any form of being, energy, vibration, dimension, reality, you know what I'm saying, that we done tapped into, or whatever the case may be, right here, right now, in this now, you dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And may y'all continue to integrate the now loads every single moment. I say, we here.
Peace.
My third eye's open, I can see past the commotion. I can't get lost in the moment. Yeah. I live on the side with the chosen. Higher dimensions we going. Yeah. My third eye open, I can see past the commotion. Yeah. I live on the side with the chosen. Higher dimensions we going. Yeah. I'm guaranteed to check like TSA. 1 in a million like Elise. My words come with 50 million in the base. Set my intention, let it marinate. You can get a vibe dope and you get rid of weight. We come together with